Formula One drivers who hate each other. From explosive clashes on the track to heated confrontations behind the scenes, the drama between some of the sport's biggest legends is as gripping as the races themselves. Which rivalries do you think had the most impact on the championship races? Have you ever experienced a similar rivalry dynamic in your own life? The brewing rivalry between Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez in 2023 has Red Bull on alert, evoking memories of past teammate tensions. With Red Bull's strong start in 2023, all eyes are on the potential clash between Verstappen and Perez for the championship. Despite their seemingly cordial history, a recent dispute arose after the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix regarding the fastest lap, with Verstappen disregarding team instructions. This resulted in a tense situation as Perez voiced his concerns about conflicting information, while team boss Christian Horner seemed to downplay the issue. This incident adds to their previous on-track clash during the 2022 Brazilian Grand Prix. Although Horner reassured fans of their intact relationship, Red Bull is keen to ensure that this rivalry doesn't escalate, drawing lessons from past F1 teammate conflicts. Well, if you want to know it all, then you have to stay tuned till the end of this video. So without any further delay, let's get started. The 2007 Formula One season witnessed a fiery partnership between the seasoned Fernando Alonso and the rookie sensation Lewis Hamilton at McLaren. Alonso, adorned with 2 consecutive World Championship victories with Renault, started a fresh chapter at McLaren, while Hamilton, with his reputation soaring from remarkable performances in the junior circuits, was set to make his much-anticipated debut. The season unfolded with gripping intensity as Alonso swiftly secured the team's initial victory in Malaysia, setting the stage for a pulsating duel between the two drivers. Despite being a newcomer, Hamilton swiftly rose to the challenge, positioning himself as a formidable contender for the championship, trailing closely behind his more experienced teammate. Yet, beneath the adrenaline-fueled races, tensions simmered within the team, gradually reaching a boiling point during the dramatic qualifying session for the Hungarian Grand Prix. A pivotal pit stop debacle heightened the already charged atmosphere as Alonso's delayed departure from the pits impeded Hamilton's final run. The palpable frustration within the team reached a crescendo as team boss Ron Dennis took action, imposing a 5-place grid penalty on Alonso for hindering Hamilton's performance during the qualifiers. As the season progressed, the strained relations continued to cast a shadow over the team's dynamics, ultimately contributing to both drivers narrowly missing out on clinching the championship title by a mere point, losing the coveted prize to the determined Kimi Räikkönen. The conclusion of the season marked Alonso's departure from McLaren, leading him back to Renault. Surprisingly, in a dramatic twist of fate, Alonso made an unexpected return to McLaren between 2015 and 2018, adding an intriguing layer of drama to their shared racing legacy. As the racing world commemorates the 10-year milestone of the controversial Multi-21 saga, a vivid chapter in Red Bull's history comes to the forefront, underlying the challenges of managing a potentially volatile driver partnership. Back in 2009, the formidable duo of Sebastian Vettel and Mark Webber united under the Red Bull banner, their synergy promising a formidable force on the track. However, the harmony was short-lived as the two collided during the Turkish Grand Prix in 2010, squandering a promising shot at a remarkable 1-2 finish. Despite the rocky start, Vettel went on to claim an impressive string of consecutive drivers' championships from 2010 to 2013. Yet it was in the final chapter of their shared journey as teammates that the most infamous moment of their rivalry unfolded. The Malaysian Grand Prix of that year saw Webber leading the charge, only for the infamous multi-map 21 instruction to be issued to both drivers, emphasizing the need to maintain the current order, with Webber in the lead and Vettel in second position. However, Vettel, driven by an unrelenting competitive spirit, chose to challenge for the lead, ultimately clinching victory. A visibly frustrated Webber didn't hold back, tersely reminding Vettel of the team's instructions in a tense, post-race cool-down room, a moment etched into the annals of F1 history. Subsequently, Webber bid farewell to the sport at the season's end, while Vettel's championship win marked a poignant end to his illustrious F1 journey as the German maestro eventually stepped away from the racing scene in 2022. When it comes to legendary teammates in Formula One, the fierce battle between Alain Prost and Ayrton Senna and McLaren Honda between 1988 and 89 undoubtedly stands as a monumental clash in the sport's history. Comparable to the high-intensity duels witnessed during the Hamilton and Rosberg era of Mercedes, McLaren reigned supreme during this era, clinching an astonishing 15 out of 16 races in 1988. Prost secured 7 victories, while Senna triumphed in 8 races, showcasing their competitive spirit. Senna eventually clinched the the title, bolstered by a strong rapport with Honda, cultivated during his time with Lotus. The tension between the two racing giants intensified in 1989, with Prost disapproving of Senna's decision to defy a team agreement not to vie for victory when Prost led the pack into the first corner at the San Marino Grand Prix. However, the apex of their rivalry culminated in a dramatic showdown in Japan. Although Prost initially seized the lead, Senna made a daring attempt to overtake the Frenchman on lap 46 of 53. A collision ensued, bringing both drivers to a halt. Prost hastily exited his car, while Senna managed to maneuver his vehicle back into the race after receiving repairs in the pits, ultimately securing a podium finish. However, controversy clouded the outcome as Senna was disqualified for re-entering the track illegally, leading to Prost claiming the coveted title. Although Prost's departure for Ferrari in the 1990 season marked the end of their on-track rivalry as teammates, their feud continued to capture the imagination of F1 enthusiasts. Their storied rivalry and history witnessed yet another controversial season finale, this time with Senna emerging as the victor, solidifying their rivalry as one of the most iconic in the sport's rich history. The intense and short-lived rivalry between Didier Pironi and Gilles Villeneuve at Ferrari in 1982 has recently become the focus of a compelling documentary. The spark that ignited this memorable feud was the San Marino Grand Prix. Villeneuve was in the lead on lap 44, setting the stage for a potential Ferrari 1-2 victory. At this point, the team issued an order for both drivers to reduce their pace. However, a misunderstanding emerged. While Villeneuve believed this directive also meant that they should maintain their positions, Pironi saw it differently. He boldly overtook the Canadian, causing a rift within the team. Villeneuve, determined to uphold what he perceived as the team's order to hold station, later passed Pironi. However, he misinterpreted Pironi's actions, thinking his teammate was trying to please the home crowd. The race's climax unfolded on the last lap when Pironi once again made a move to secure the victory. Villeneuve, seething with anger and convinced that Pironi had blatantly disobeyed team orders, vowed never to speak to his teammate again. Tragically, the intense rivalry between the two Ferrari drivers took a heart-wrenching turn. Just 2 weeks later, during a qualifying session for the Belgian Grand Prix, Villeneuve lost his life in a fatal crash as he strived to beat the time set by Pironi. This poignant tale of intense competition, miscommunication, and ultimately tragedy serves as a somber reminder of the high stakes and complex dynamics in the world of Formula One. In the recent history of F1, the strained relationship between Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg at Mercedes serves as a prime example of a tumultuous dynamic within a dominant F1 team. Despite their shared childhood friendship from their karting days, signs of tension began to emerge as early as their initial seasons together at the Silver Arrows, hinting at the storm that was yet to come. The peak of their rivalry occurred in 2016, with Rosberg securing victories in the first 4 races of the season. However, the highly anticipated clash at the Spanish Grand Prix proved to be a turning point. Rosberg's collision with Hamilton on the first lap knocked both drivers out of the Grand Prix, intensifying their already fiery competition. Their battle for the championship remained tightly contested on the track, fueling the already strained relations between them off the circuit. This friction created a palpable tension within the Mercedes team, a sentiment later acknowledged by team principal Toto Wolff, who highlighted the adverse impact of such negativity. Ultimately, it was Rosberg who emerged victorious in the championship fight, clinching his first and only title in Formula One. His surprising decision to retire at the end of the season brought an unexpected end to this intense chapter of Mercedes F1 history. So, what do you think about this? Let us know in the comments below. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and make sure you share it with your fellow F1 fans. And for more such amazing videos, subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in our next video.